Hello, Macombo. Can I speak to the owner, Charlie Morrison?
This is Charlie Morrison.
Hello, Charlie. This is George Burns. Could I make a reservation for 4 for tonight?
Sure, George, but what happened the last time you made a reservation?
Well, it started out like any normal day.
With Gracie?
Well, anyway, our neighbor, Blanche, Morton, and Gracie were playing a little gin rummy.
They were playing for about a 20th of a cent a point. Well, they weren't actually playing. They were playing and talking, but mostly talking.
How do you like my hair?
Oh, it looks lovely.
You know, Madge at the beauty parlor says the new style is to have your hair match your gown.
Oh? Well, if it's the style, I'll do it, but I won't like it.
Why not?
I just got a new plaid dress.
Yeah. Who's that tall manicurist they've got?
You mean Sophie?
Uh-huh, she a new girl?
No, she's been a girl all her life.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun playing cards?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, a card game.
Oh.
Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Mr.
Harry.
Montel.
Canasta?
Gin.
Already? Well, put down 78 points.
Well, enjoy your game, George. I just dropped by to borrow George's camera.
Oh, Harry, why don't you drop by and have dinner with us tonight?
Oh, thanks, Gracie. I'd like to, but I have a date to take a young lady to the Macombo.
The Macombo?
Oh, that sounds exciting. Who is she?
Her father is T.J. Montague. He has oil wells in Oklahoma.
Oh, is she pretty?
He also has oil wells in Texas. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. Montel, isn't the Macombo pretty expensive?
And, Mrs. Morton, he has oil wells in Pennsylvania.
Well, bye.
Say, Blanche, how about getting our husbands to take us to the Macombo tonight?
Are you kidding? The last time Harry took me to a nightclub, they wouldn't serve Gloria Swanson because she was underage.
Gracie!
In here.
Say, Gracie, have you seen my wife? She's a gorgeous creature with big brown eyes and... Oh, Blanche, there you are. You're home so seldom, I'd forgotten what you look like.
Very funny. That joke is about as outdated as an inner tube.
I'll be back in a minute. Will you play my hand for me, Blanche?
Say, Harry, be a good sport and take me to the Macombo tonight.
Macombo? Look, Blanche, I'm going home and take a nap. Wake me up at exactly 6 o'clock and have my dinner ready.
Gracie, he won't take me.
I didn't think he would. I got another deck of cards. I think they'll deal better.
Just like all men. Never takes you any place.
Yeah.
It's like being a widow. Except with Harry, he moves around just enough so I can't collect his life insurance.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be just because I'm married? A broken-down drudge?
Yeah.
All the men that I could have married, I had to pick.
Oh, hello, girls.
Hello, George.
Hi, George.
George, Blanche and I want to go to the Macombo tonight. How about it?
I'd love to take you, but I gotta watch television tonight and see what the other comedians are doing.
Oh, I'm like a widow, except you move around just enough so Blanche can't collect Harry's insurance.
As long as everything is normal, I think I'll go in the den and work a little.
Blanche, how many cards have you got?
10.
So buy.
No, wait a minute, Gracie.
Ooh, I'm so mad at George, I could bop him right on the head.
You know I'm mad, too.
Well, don't worry. They'll take us to the Macombo.
Yeah.
They think we are stupid or something?
Yeah.
Now Gracie wants me to drop my work and take her to a nightclub. She can't understand that watching television is part of my job. We've got a comedy show, so I have to know what the other comedians are doing. So I've got to watch wrestling every night. Wives and husbands have problems. Take our wardrobe woman. She came in this morning, she was fit to be tied, ready to leave her husband. She says all day he rides around in a taxi while she walks. What does she want him to do? He's a taxi cab driver. I read about a woman who wanted a mink coat, and her husband couldn't afford it. So he cut down on his meals to save up the money. But he was very inconsiderate. He starved before he could save enough for the fur coat. And this poor woman had to go to the funeral in a sports jacket.
Look, Blanche, will you get out of that Halloween costume and get me my dinner? We're not going to the Macombo.
Oh, Harry, we haven't been out in so long. And you look so nice in your tuxedo. Oh, I can just see you under those soft lights across the table from me. What do you say?
Well, all right. I'll put on my tuxedo and we can lower the lights in this room. I'm going out and see what there is for dinner.
Okay, stay home and starve.
I'll manage.
There's no use looking. There isn't a bit of food in the whole house. What are you eating?
All there was in the icebox was a little tired piece of lettuce. You gotta be careful, it had a pin in it.
Harry Martin, you ate my orchid.
How did I know it was an orchid?
If you ever sent me one, you'd recognize it.
Blanche!
Yes, Gracie?
How are you doing?
Oh, Harry won't go. What about George? You get him to say yes?
All he said is no, but don't worry, I'll make him say yes.
How?
Well, I'll ask him if he just said no, and he'll say yes, and when he gets there, he'll enjoy it. Try that, Harry.
What can I lose? Harry.
4 cans of beans out there and you hid the can opener.
Harry, will you take me to the Macombo?
No.
Did you just say no?
You heard me. We're not going to the Macombo.
Okay, so we won't go. Have I been a good wife?
Yes.
And a devoted one?
Yes.
Do you like the way I run the house?
Yes.
Will you take me?
No.
Oh, Harry Moore.
What are you complaining about? You got 3 out of 4.
I'll get even with him. I'll have my mother visit us for a week.
Nah.
She can't stand him either.
Blanche! Look what I found.
I never thought you'd look in the linen closet.
I did.
Oh, Harry, did you get those for Blanche? They're beautiful and so perfectly matched.
I feel a headache coming on. You stay here and talk to her.
Blanche, where's your necklace?
Harry's in the kitchen putting mustard on it.
Oh, that husband of yours, he'll eat anything.
Oh, Gracie. Harry won't go.
Well, neither will George.
Well, we're dressed to go, and we're going.
We are?
Yes. George and Harry won't take us, so we'll call an escort bureau and get a couple of gigolos.
Oh, I don't think they'll go with them either. I've got an idea. How about having the gigolos take us?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go phone them right now.
Uh-huh. Why did I think of that?
So Gracie and Blanche are hiring a pair of gigolos. In case some of you folks don't know what a gigolo is, it's a suave, sophisticated, debonair guy who dresses well, dances divinely, and takes money from a woman. I better tell Gracie that she's married to one. Anyway, I heard her talking on the phone to the escort agency about the rates. And he told her that they get paid either by the hour or by the evening. What do you think she said? She'd rather pay by the hour because an hour is shorter than an evening.
Well, anyway, Blanche, I called the escort bureau, and they're sending the gigolos over right now. I asked them to send tall ones so we'd get more for our money. Oh, excuse me, somebody's at the door.
Mrs. Burns, may we introduce ourselves?
Oh, sure. Do you mind if I listen? Because I want to know who you are, too.
I'm Philip Dunbar. I'm Claude Mason.
Oh. Now, will you two remember your names? Because I'm very forgetful. Come on in. Right this way. Won't you gentlemen sit down? Let me take your hat.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I almost got them mixed up. Now, don't change positions or you'll get the wrong hat. Oh, forgot to tell Blanche. Excuse me a minute.
Same old story. A wife whose husband doesn't understand her.
Yeah.
Frankly, neither do I.
Blanche is busy, Gracie. What is it?
Oh, tell Blanche that Gigolo is coming over.
Hello to the husband.
Yeah, wonder why she hasn't called us sooner.
Well, uh-oh. Now, let's decide which one of you will go with Blanche. Let me see you smile. Yeah, well, that's enough. Now, you? Now, let me see both of you smile. I can't decide.
I'll go. I'll stay. You've been sick.
Thanks, old pal.
Look, you go right out the back and you'll find the door.
Thank you.
Come on over here, Claude, and sit down. You know, frankly, I'm glad he's gone. Now we won't have so much trouble getting your hat mixed up.
Yes, it's easier that way.
And now, before we go, I want to find out what you do. You see, I've never been out with a gigolo because I've been married to George ever since he's been my husband.
Mrs. Burns, please, we don't like the idea of gigolos. We prefer escorts.
Oh, well, now, don't feel bad. Even doctors have to have doctors now and then. So why shouldn't gigolos hire escorts?
It's true, isn't it?
Now, till Philip and Blanche get here, let's pretend that this is our table at the Macombo, and you give me a few quick gigolo lessons.
Mrs. Burns, please. Escort lessons.
Well, if we have time, we'll do that, too. Now, go ahead. We're at the Macombo. Ask me to dance.
All right. Mrs. Burns, may I have the pleasure of this dance?
Well, certainly.
Thank you, madame.
Oh. I dance with both hands, you know.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me a minute. Blanche!
Yes, Gracie.
How do you like Philip? Isn't he a cute gigolo?
Well, I haven't seen him yet. The minute he came to the door, Harry sent him to the delicatessen for pickles.
Oh.
Yeah, but as soon as he comes back, we'll be right over.
Oh, good. We better get started. Oh, that's a cute step, isn't it?
Miss Burns, I'm afraid I have to leave. I just received a telephone call from my union. You see, we escorts are on strike.
Really?
Yes, we're striking for shorter hours. Dancing is very hard work.
Oh, well, why don't you take longer steps and the hours will seem shorter?
That's a good suggestion.
What kind of a deal is this anyway? This is my third trip to the delicatessen.
Forget it. We're on strike.
Well, I'm taking Gracie to the Macombo. After all, she's got her heart set on going, and I can't be a heel. But how did you like that excuse that guy gave for running out on her? So the Gigolos are going out on strike. That I'd like to see. What are they going to do, throw a conga line around some rich old lady? Well, I better tell Gracie I'm dressed. Gracie? You changed your dress, and I decided to take you to the Macombo.
Not tonight, George. A wife's place is by her husband's side. So you go to the Macombo, and I'll stay home with you where I belong.
Okay, if you really don't want to go.
Oh, sure. Our marriage means more than happiness, George. When I think of marriage, I can't forget what my mother said when I was 19.
What's that?
She said, happy birthday, Gracie.
What's that got to do with marriage?
Sure. If my mother hadn't been married, would I have had a 19th birthday?
No, I guess you'd have skipped that one.
Gracie! Oh, in here, Blanche.
Well, as long as you're not going, I'll go up and change clothes.
Gracie, why aren't you dressed?
I'm not going. I talked George out of it.
Oh, but I just talked Harry into it. Why'd you talk George out of it?
Because his heart's not in it. I couldn't bear to see him dancing and laughing and having fun when he's so miserable.
That again?
A wife's place is by her husband's side.
Well, you can be by his side at the Macombo.
Blanche, you're wonderful. I'll go get dressed.
Isn't our zany neighbor ready yet?
George will be down in a minute.
I meant Gracie, and you know it. Look, let's get going. I'm starved.
Oh, my, Harry, you look nice. What's that bulge?
Cigars for George. Don't crush them.
Well, put them in the humidor.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Harry, you've got your old tie on. Now go home and put on your new one.
Well, I have to stay here and talk to George.
Oh? Well, I'll get it for you.
Stay away from those cigars.
George, you're not dressed.
Gracie decided not to go.
Great.
You got 3 matches? There.
I'd better get out of this monkey suit.
Oh, George, go up and get dressed.
You told me we weren't going.
Well, Blanche and I changed my mind.
Now, look, Gracie.
Some of the greatest women in the world changed their minds. There's Eleanor Roosevelt, Sarah Bernhardt, Florence Ziegfeld, Betsy Ross.
Gracie, Florence Ziegfeld was a man.
Well, you couldn't ask for a bigger change than that.
Gracie!
Blanche, you're not dressed.
Well, Harry just came over and said we aren't going.
We are going. Go get dressed.
Oh, no, Gracie. I've had my clothes on and off more times than Lily St. Cyr.
Well, then you shouldn't let her wear your clothes.
Gracie, honey, I'm tired. Please, let's stay home.
Oh, no. You talked me into it, now you've got to talk me out of it.
Honey, let's not go.
You did it.
I knew there were 4.
Harry, now you're eating cigars? I better go fix you some dinner.
Harry, it's getting late. You better go get dressed and tell Blanche to get dressed.
Not 5 minutes ago, you said we weren't going.
Harry, are you stupid enough to believe what I say?
All right, I'll tell her to get dressed.
George, take those off. We're not going.
You going? Certainly.
Toilet.
got your shoes. I'll get them for you.
No?
No.
No.
Now, look, I've had enough of this. Harry, Blanche, come in here. Now, look. Already? We're all going to the Macombo. Let's all meet here in 10 minutes dress. Do you understand? Dress.
Dress.
Now, let's go.
Okay.
Come on. Hurry up or we'll miss the show. Well, I can't wait to get there. We'll have a lot of laughs. Sure. Blanche, you and I are certainly...
Yes.
Gracie, what's the idea?
Well, I'm not going.
Why not?
I haven't anything to wear.
But the dress you had on was brand new.
I've worn that 3 times. I'm not going to the Macombo in an old dress.
Harry, what do you think?
I think she's right.
Come on, Blanche, let's finish our gin game.
Come on, Harry, we'll go to the Friars.
Yeah.
Goodbye, girls.